I'm Kristen Whalen, a research scientist at the WHOI Oceanographic Institution. I'm searching someplace you might not expect for new molecules to combat antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Try to imagine a world without antibiotics. A minor cut becomes life-threatening, a cough becomes deadly. That scenario is not far-fetched, as more and more of our antibiotics are becoming less effective. The problem is not with our antibiotics, but with the bacteria they were supposed to destroy. Over time, bacteria mutate, and some of these mutations give the bacteria an evolutionary edge, resistance to antibiotics that used to kill them. These resistant mechanisms are passed to succeeding generations until new populations of antibiotic superbugs become the norm. Some common bacteria have already become resistant to most, if not all, of the available antibiotics on the market. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control estimate that more than 2 million Americans will contract an antibiotic-resistant infection, resulting in 23,000 deaths each year. Our arsenal of new antibiotics to combat these superbugs is dwindling fast. And new strains of bacteria are outpacing our ability to generate new antibiotics fast enough to destroy them. But what if we could regain the effectiveness of our antibiotics and reduce the spread of drug-resistant bacteria? Here at WHOI Oceanographic Institution, I'm searching the ocean for compounds that will block the biological machinery that allows bacteria to develop antibiotic resistance. The ocean is teeming with microbes. There are more than 300,000 times more microbes in the ocean than there are stars in the universe, and the compounds they produce represent a treasure trove of opportunity waiting to be discovered. I have already isolated a compound that shows promise in the lab, but before it can become a usable drug, I need to understand its molecular structure. A compound is made up of many different types of atoms. The tricky part is to figure out how these fit together. In theory, there are many ways of putting the same group of atoms together, but there's only one correct structure for each compound. Here's where you come in. We need to identify which one of these combinations is correct. To do that, we need to put our compound in the NMR, or Nuclear Magnetic Resonance Machine, at the University of Rhode Island. $1,000 will allow me to take one promising compound to URI for analysis. Once we know the molecule structure, our partners at Boston University will start the next phase of development and take us one step closer to potentially finding a new drug. Please consider making a donation today. Your support will advance the search for new compounds to fight infectious disease. Thank you.